Student, welcome to all class 5th social study topic chapter 1 natural disaster. Children, we have already studied about in this lesson in our previous classes the some topics, previous topics. They are what are natural disasters, and also we have discussed the types of the natural disasters, and we have discussed only the two main examples of the natural disasters. They are earthquake and avalanche. So these are the main the natural disaster we have discussed already in our previous class. And let us memorize before going to today topic the what are natural disasters. You know already children, because we have already studied. So that means what are natural disasters? Natural disasters are the major event they are caused by natural process of the earth. That means these are nothing but these are caused naturally, and these are even suddenly event. These are the events suddenly, and these are the extreme event and causes much suffering of people life and damage the building and properties. So they are called as a natural disasters. There are many kinds of the natural disasters. For example, earthquake, volcanoes, landslide, storms. So like this, there are many kinds of the natural disasters are there, and we have already discussed in detail two natural disasters. They are earthquake and avalanche. Now today we are going to discuss the next one of the another natural disaster, that is tornado. It is one of the natural disaster. The name is tornado, children. It is one of the another natural disaster. Children, what is the meaning of tornado? Children, you will see here definition. A tornado is a violent rotating column of air. Tornado is a violent rotating column of air. That means violent means very powerful, violent force or powerful. Tornado is a powerful rotating. That means the air is rotating like this. The air is rotating column of air. That means air is rotating in which manner? Vertically. Air is rotating in the vertically. Column. Here column means vertically, children. Column. The air is rotating in the vertically. That is. So it is called as a tornado. In other words, you can say tornado is a violent storm. You can say other words, it is a violent storm with a very strong wind. It is with a very strong wind, and that blows in a circle. That blows in a circle. In this manner, the air is blowing. So this is called as a tornado, children. Remember this. I repeat once again. A tornado is a violent rotating column of air. It is a violent rotating means column means vertically. Rotating means circle. Air is circling and forming in this way. So this is called as a tornado, children. Tornado. And let us understand how it will cause, children. This tornado, how it will cause. So the main reason is here warm and humid air collides with cold or dry air. It will cause due to warm and humid air collides with cold and dry air. Then it will cause, children, the tornado. It is the reason of to causing the tornado. It is the main reason, children. That means here are the two types of the air. One is warm air and another one is cold air. Both are mixed up and rising in the upside. That means clashes to each other. Both air are clashes to each other and rising with upside. Rising upside. That means here the denser cold air is pushed over the warm air. The denser cold air is pushed over the warm air, and it usually the afterwards both are producing this both warm air and cold air both are producing thunderstorm. Both are what producing? Thunderstorm. Do you know, children, what is thunderstorm? Thunderstorm means the thunder and lightning. You already know, this is common thing. And otherwise, what is the thunder thing? You can say storm. Otherwise, what is thunderstorm, children? Storm with a loud noises and lighting in the sky. Storm with a loud noises and lighting in the sky. So it is called as a thunderstorm, children. You may have seen during the time of the before coming the rain. Sometimes you heard the sound of that, the noise sound and lighting in the sky. So that is a thunderstorm. So this cold and warm humid air producing thunderstorm, and afterwards makes tornado. So this is the process, children. How it will cause this thunderstorm, tornado. And the warm air is rises through the colder air, causing updraft. The warm air rises through the colder air and causing updraft. The updraft will begin to rotate if winds vary sharply in speed. I repeat once again, if updraft will begin to rotate. Updraft means, first you have to understand what is the meaning of updraft, children. Here updraft means the air is rising upside. Updraft is nothing but air is riding upside. That is the meaning of updraft. That means both air here clashes. The one side is cold air and another one warm or humid air. Both are mixing, collides and clashing each other. And during the time which air is updraft, which air is updraft, children? During the time the warm air is updraft. Updraft means it is rising upside and producing thunderstorm. Producing the thunderstorm, and this process moving to finally produce the tornado, children. So this is the reason of forming tornado, children. Remember this. Here the warm and humid air collapse with cold and dry air. And next one, the speed of this tornado. Children, tornadoes are very powerful, you know already. These are very powerful and these are forming very fastly. That's why you may see, if normal air, sometimes the flows in some season, normal air also blowing very fast, then what we feel, all are some trees are shaking more, and any the lightweight the material also moving fast away. So if you think, if tornadoes are very fastly blowing than the normal air, that's why here tornadoes the speed of the tornadoes is it can attain wind speed of more than 480 km per hour. How much kilometer per hour? 480 km per hour. Children, just to imagine how much kilometer speed is the tornado. The tornado speed is 480 km per hour. So just to imagine, so how much the speed is there, speed is very high. So think these tornado can shake the any big item, big materials also, like as big trees also tearing due to the tornadoes, because its speed is very high, 480 kilometers per hour. So that's why it is a very powerful natural disaster, children, tornado. And if we see the what are the its effect, what are its effects? The main effect of this tornado is, children, the tornadoes are uprooting trees. That means tearing the trees. If any kind of the trees tears by the tornadoes, and destroying buildings. Buildings also destroying sometimes, the speed is very high tornadoes. And overturning vehicles, overturning the vehicles. That means what? That means what, children? Overturning the vehicles means the tornadoes can change directions of the vehicle. If we are going to the east side direction, and that east side direction the tornadoes, the blowing, the speed is very high, that time automatically that shakes, that the air is shaking, that shakes our vehicle, and suddenly direction also changing. So if you think, children, I already told you, if it is normal air sometimes shaking the any items, and we also experiences many times while riding the bikes. If the wind is very powerful, our bike also shaking. So if the tornado speed is very high, so if this, it can change the directions of vehicles also. That is the overturning of vehicles. So this tornado affect like this in many ways, children. And another one important fact that related to tornado is Fujita scale, children. What is this? Fujita scale. So what is Fujita scale, children? It is a scale for measuring the capacity or the magnitude or that amount of the tornado, the speed. It is a measuring scale. It is the scale measuring for the tornado capacity or tornado intensity. It is measuring for tornado intensity, and this scale ranges from F0 to F6. It ranges F0 to F6. Like you already studied the earthquake. What is the scale? What is the scale of to measuring earthquake? Richter scale. How Richter scale the measuring, and how it is ranges 0 to 8. You already studied in previous topic. So like this here, it ranges F0 to F6. It means if the damage by the tornado, if damage by the tornado is less or moderate, then we record as a F1 or F3. And if damage is too much, that records as a F5, children. So in this way, the tornadoes, the intensity is regarding like this, children. So this is the detail of tornado, children. It is one of the natural disaster. Now let us go to the another one natural disasters, that is volcanoes. Next one is volcano, children. Children, you will see here are some pictures of tornadoes. let us understand one of the another natural disaster, that is children, volcano. So what is volcano, children? Volcano is nothing but, you will see children here definition of the volcano. A volcano is an opening in the earth crust through which hot magma, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from the below the surface of the earth. That means volcano is nothing but the main, it is an earth crust. Some of the material escape from the below the earth surface. They are magma, volcanic ash and gases. So these are the main, these three things escaping from the below the earth surface. So this process is called as a volcano, children. This process is called as a volcano. That means eruption of magma from the earth surface is called as a volcano, children. Eruption means here flowing. Eruption means flowing. The meaning of the eruption is flowing. So what flowing here? What is flowing here? The magma. So what is magma? Magma is, another name is magma is lava, children. So it is a process. So it is called as a volcano, children. It is called as this. It is a one of the another natural disaster. This is the definition of the volcano, children. And how it is forming, how will it cause the volcano, this natural disaster, how it is causes, children? Due to the volcano, the ashes and gases escape. Already I told you. That means here eruption means I already told you the flow of lava from the below the earth surface. The rocks inside the earth present in the liquid form due to very high temperature, and these liquid rocks are known as magma. Magma means what, children? The liquid form of the rocks in the below the earth surface. The rocks are in the form of the liquid, and because why they are liquid? Due to the very high temperature. That's why they form in the form of liquid. The rocks are in the form of liquid. So that's why it is called as a magma. So when magma coming outside, when the magma flows out of the volcano, it is known as lava, children. Magma is nothing but lava. So this, when coming outside, the magma and volcanic ashes and some other toxic gases that affect to the what is there on the outer surface, that affect to very danger, because the toxic gases are to joining in the atmosphere air. So that causes many the diseases. So this one, and it causes, we will discuss what are the effects of the volcano in the another next topic is there. So this is the definition of volcano and meaning, and you know already how it is forming. So let us understand what is next effect. Children, volcanoes can be corrupt the water quality. So here, what is the meaning of the corrupt, children? Corrupt means it is not original. Corrupt means not a original quality of the water, because water is in underground water. Because if underground water is there, no? So underground water, it is changing its quality due to this volcanic ash and the magma. So that's why it causes it can be corrupt the water quality. And the volcano, it reduces the periods of rain. How it is, children? Volcano, it reduces the periods of rain. It reduces the periods of rain means the large particles of the ash have little effect because they fall out the air quickly, and most of these particles fall out of the atmosphere within the rain. So that's why it reduces the periods of rain also. And the volcano, it inspires to tsunami and earthquake, children. It inspires to tsunami and earthquake means, because children, you know already, these are all the earthquake, volcano and tsunami. These three are originates from the land, and these are related to each other. How you already know, tsunami is nothing but the undersea volcanic eruption. So that's why these volcano also inspired to create tsunami and earthquake also, children. And this volcano damage the crops and vegetation. It damages the crops and vegetation because plants or crops are destroyed over a wide area during an eruption, children. Eruption, that means the flowing of volcanic the magma, that is eruption, children. And these are the effect of the volcanoes. And let us understand one, which is the largest volcano in the world. The largest volcano in the world is, children, Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa in the Hawaii is the largest volcano in the world. This is considered as the largest volcano in the world. Which is that, children? You will see here Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa, in where it is? In the Hawaii. So where is Hawaii? Hawaii is located on the south central part of the island of Hawaii in US. Remember this, where it is located? In the south central part of the island of Hawaii in south, children. And next topic is types of the volcanoes. Children, you will see here are the some pictures of volcanoes. Let us understand the types of the volcanoes. The types of the volcanoes, children. Types of the volcanoes. The volcanoes are classified into three types, children. They are, the first one is active volcanoes, second one is dormant volcanoes, and third one is extinct volcanoes. There are three types of the volcanoes are there. The first one is active volcanoes, children. So what is active volcanoes, children? The volcanoes that erupt frequently or often are known as active volcanoes, children. Volcanoes that erupt frequently or often, that means again and again, are known as active volcanoes, children. That means, children, these are not stop the erupting completely. Erupting means, already I told you, that is erupting, flowing. What flowing here? During the time of the volcano, the magma or lava. So these are not stop completely after once erupted. After once erupted, it is not completely. These will erupt again and again between the gap of some years, children. It will again, it may be any time erupt again. So this type of the volcanoes are called as active volcanoes, children. For example, these are found in part of the ring of fire. So where these type of the volcanoes are found? In the region of ring of fire. So where it is found, children? Ring of fire. It is a region that surrounded the Pacific Ocean. Ring of fire, it is the region. It is the area that surrounded the Pacific Ocean, children. In this place, we can see the most of the like this the active volcanoes. Now let us understand second one volcano, that is dormant volcanoes. Second type of the volcanoes are dormant volcanoes, children. So what are dormant volcanoes? You already know. The first one volcano is active. The types of the volcanoes are three types. The first one is active volcanoes. The second type is dormant volcanoes, children. Dormant volcanoes means the volcanoes which were once active in historical times but have the possibility to erupt again are known as dormant volcano, children. That means what? These which are active in historical times in the past but have the possibility means chances to erupt again. So these kinds of the volcanoes are called as a dormant volcano, children. That means these may be again erupt anytime. They may be again erupt anytime. Is there chances again erupting? So like this, volcanoes are called dormant volcanoes, children. For example, you will see here. So example here, children. Mount Kilimanjaro in the Tanzania. So it is one of the example of dormant volcano, children. What is this name? Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro is the one of the example of the dormant volcano. Where it is there? It is located in the Tanzania country in Africa continent. Tanzania country in Africa continent, and this is one of the example of dormant volcano. And second one is another one example here, Mauna Kea in the island of Hawaii. You know, children, already Hawaii is located in the US. It is one of the island. Already you know the name is Mauna Kea. It is one of the another one example of dormant volcano, children. Now let us go to the next third one, the types of the volcanoes, that is extinct volcanoes. Third types of the volcanoes are extinct volcanoes. These volcanoes, what is extinct, children? Extinct means the volcanoes which have no chances to erupt again. The volcanoes which have no chances to erupt again are known as extinct volcanoes, children. That means there is no chances again erupting in future. Once these erupted means it will not erupt again. So like these volcanoes are called as extinct volcanoes, children. For example, you will see here Mount Thiason in the state Oregon, US. It is one of the example of extinct volcano, children. I repeat the name, Mount Thiason in the state Oregon. Oregon is the state of US country. It is one of the example. So in this way, there are three types of the volcanoes are there. The first one is active volcanoes, second one is dormant volcanoes, third one is extinct volcanoes. So these are the main three types, and with this topic the volcanoes are completed. And in today's class we are discussing two natural disasters. One is tornado, another one is volcanoes. We have discussed it in today's class. In our next class we will discuss the which are the next natural disasters in your textbook. We will discuss that in our next class, children. And before completing the today topic, we will take today homework question, children. So today homework question is, what is volcano and explain its type. So this is the today homework question. We will copy this question, children. I repeat once again question, what is volcano, explain its types. This is the today homework question, children. Thank you.